What's good, YouTube? That one ain't so you're back again, once again. And today we are long overdue for this review, but we are here for our WWE Presents NXT Takeover Brooklyn review. And of course, if you guys are hyped for today's review, for this month's review, for this week's review, whatever it happens to be, and of course, if you're a proud member of the Nappy Nation, make sure you smash that like button down below for us, because you already know your support is greatly appreciated. Now, I know I said we're late. I know it happened this past Saturday, but I was out of town. Didn't get a chance to finish it. And we had to wait a couple extra days for the schedules to line up, because we are not alone. We are joined by Mr. Black Mario himself, PK Sparks, the hotness.
Yo, what's up, guys? PK Sparks here, and complete opposite of SummerSlam. Oh, I got a lot of good things to say. I'm very happy.
PK's got a lot of good things to say about NXT TakeOver, and we're also joined by the most explosive member of the Pokemon community, the Hacks God himself.
And his name is John C.
Stop that. Stop that. It's NXT, not Monday Night Raw.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Hello.
I can't breathe.
I just finished watching NXT Takeover like an hour ago, so it's fresh in my mind. I'm ready. I was hype all about it.
Okay, so anyways, you guys, you know we are fans of NXT over here. I'm sure that a lot of people are, and it's really, really surprising that something that's supposed to be a developmental brand on the WWE is quickly turning into pretty much a brand of its own. And on top of that, one thing that I pointed out to PK the other day is that, you know, compared to ECW, which in some people's eyes could be seen as a former developmental brand of WWE, you know, they were kind of sort of treated like they're like a third brand, but at the same time, a lot of new talent was introduced on ECW, like Kevin Thorne and people like that.
CM Punk,
exactly, was introduced over there. So there's different people that were introduced on ECW, but ECW was never really, in my mind, they were never really given a chance. You know, like if you ever had a cross-branded pay-per-view, you'd have 5 or 6 matches from Raw and SmackDown, and then 1 or 2 from ECW, and it's just like, okay. But this time around with NXT, it's got so much popularity and so much push behind it. They weren't even a part of SummerSlam. They had their own fucking pay-per-view event. So it's like, that's crazy. I'm sorry, that's crazy. NXT is that big, and they sold out the same arena that SummerSlam was held in.
Yeah, 12,000 people in
There was 3
that
sold-out events with TakeOver, SummerSlam, and Raw the next Monday.
This is crazy.
Yeah, so it's crazy how well NXT is doing, and I can understand because they put on some absolutely amazing matches, including one match on the card tonight. A lot of people are arguing is match of the year. But speaking of the card tonight, let's go ahead and get into things. The opening match of the NXT pay-per-view, or TakeOver Brooklyn. It's hard for me to call it a pay. Is it actually available on pay-per-view?
No, so it's not technically a pay-per-view. It is a WWE
Network special.
Yeah, a special event. So I don't know. I want to call it a pay-per-view, not necessarily because of the fact that it's pay-per-view, but just because of like what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So first match of the night, we have Jushin Thunder Liger versus Tyler Breeze. And much like Randy Orton, Sheamus, and a few other introductory matches, it's not anything crazy. It's just something to keep names relevant. And if anything, it's NXT's attempt to reach out to foreign wrestling developments, or I can't think of the word. Companies. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word?
Talent?
Wrestling.
Foreign talent?
No, it's.
I'm trying to figure out. Wow, don't hurt yourself.
I don't know what you're trying to.
I'm trying to figure out the context.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's the I don't know. It'll come to me later in the review. It's their attempt to reach out, just like how they did Beast in the East and everything else. So it was kind of impressive that we got to see Jushin Liger, because apparently he's super duper big shit over in Japan and has been for years and years and years. So I have no idea who the hell's under that mask, but he did some crazy high flying shit, and I was thoroughly impressed.
I actually am intrigued by Tyler Breeze because I just do not like his gimmick. It kind of just pisses me off, but he puts on a good show, like a really, really good show. Like he has the talent and all, well, he has the wrestling ability and all that. It just like, he just has this lame gimmick, and then he just kind of lost, and that was it. They just put over the other guy. which he's supposed to be the NXT mainstay. He's on the intro and everything, and then he just underutilized, which it's kind of disappointing, to be honest. I don't know.
I agree to an extent. You know, we discussed this in the SummerSlam review. I think I agree. I think Tyler Breeze's gimmick, this whole model aspect, it just doesn't fit wrestling. It doesn't make any sense. And it's really interesting, like Mo said, he's such a main aspect where he's treated like that because, like, for example, at these takeover events, he has like the whole fucking runway as the entrance aisle and all this craziness. And it's just like, what the hell is this? And then he just loses. And what's even more interesting is that now that Kevin Owens is basically making his segue out of NXT, and Sami Zayn is out, and Hideo Itami's out, like, who is Finn Balor honestly going to fight for the NXT title? Are they going to push Baron Corbin even more? Are they going to automatically push Samoa Joe like they did Kevin Owens? Or are they going to go back to Tyler Breeze again? Because a while back, if you remember, it was Tyler Breeze, Hideo Itami, and Finn Balor in a triple threat match for #1 contender. So it's one of those things where they've tried to push him before. It's just, I don't know. I think, like Mo said, I think he has the in-ring ability. He can be something decent. Just drop the fucking...
He just needs a character reset. That's all. He needs to job one match, just absolutely job, and then come out and just drop a promo, because apparently he even has good promo skills too. They just don't use him for that. For some reason, NXT Creative is just not underutilizing the hell out of him. I don't know why. It's just weird, and it doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe he's just jobbing for fun. I don't know. It's weird that he's just sitting there.
I don't know. I think as a match as a whole, it was what it was meant to be. It was a decent opening match. Again, it was their way to play kayfabe and appeal to a foreign market and whatnot by bringing Jushin Thunder Liger? Jushin Thunder?
Jushin Thunder. He's a mouthful.
That's what he is. Mouthful.
He's a
it was entertaining. It was a good way to start the show, and like I said, they went over the top with Tyler Breeze's intro and everything. So it was a decent way to start the show. You're like, oh my god, what is this? Holy shit, what is that? But then of course, Jushin, he hit that thunder bomb though. That sit out power bomb. I was like, Jesus Christ, god damn,
man,
that nigga went to the mat. It was gone.
I understand how you do that.
Mo, how would you rate the match?
Honestly,
out of 5.
I'm gonna say wrestling was good. Like, I want to say the wrestling was good, but the whole, I'll give it a 2.5. I would give it a 3, but I don't know. The character just ruins it. The character Tyler Breeze just brings down my rating.
Well, what about Mr. Sparks over there? He's silent.
I mean, I don't want to be that guy. I just don't really remember the match. I don't know if I was doing something else and I didn't care about it or whatever, but I honestly don't remember the match.
I mean, that's respectable. That's commendable. If anything, that only emphasizes the points that we were saying. You know, it's one of those things where the character doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference to you. It's not going to be memorable.
Yeah, and I definitely, I can say this. I just don't like Tyler Breeze because, like you guys were saying, the character.
The gimmick is just...
It's lame.
Yeah, it's really
bad. Lame. There's so much more they could have been doing. You're right. WWE Creative sucks.
No, it's NXT. NXT Creative's good. It's just they're just doing nothing with Tyler Breeze. I don't understand why.
They better. I don't know. Just like have him like break a mirror and be like, I'm tired of all this.
Yeah,
looking into the mirror, break a mirror, come out with this whole like bad luck style thing. That'd be kind of cool.
He could come out like on a motorcycle and be like the Egyptian badass.
What?
How do you go?
Yeah.
He takes a selfie on the motorcycle.
Yo, what if the motorcycle's mirrors were iPhones? He was periscoping as he rode down the entrance ramp.
Oh my god!
All right, this needs to stop.
Bomb idea! NXT Creative hit me up! Anyways, moving on to the second match on the card. We have the Blake and Murphy. I was about to call him a tag team name. I don't even know what the fuck the tag team. They're just Blake and Murphy with Alexa Bliss defending the NXT Tag Team Championship. Is it championship or championships?
Championship.
It's
one
NXT
title.
Tag Team Championship.
It's one title held by 2 people.
Against the Vaude Villains. And they said that nobody was going to come out and be on the Vaude Villains corner like Alexa Bliss was for him. And of course, the one person
all the way from
that
the
everyone in
track.
NXT loves, La da 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 la da 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 la da da.
I don't get that. I don't get her character.
Blue Pants goes booking it down the aisle, goddammit. And she was in the Vaudevillains corner, basically to handle Alexa Bliss. It's one of those things, PK, where it's a joke. Like, it's a joke, but it's funny. You know, it's one of those things. It's like, what's a good way to describe it? What's a good way? Because I do it all the time. Like, what's a good comparison?
My channel?
Sure.
All right.
Sure, go ahead. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like if we were in a free front, I was talking shit to you, and I had a Dano on my team. Like, this Dano's gonna whoop your fucking ass. Like, obviously Dano isn't evolved enough. He doesn't have the highest stats to whoop your ass, but it's fucking funny because it's my goddamn Dano. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where Blue Pants, she's just there, so she's fucking hilarious because she's there, and she doesn't have an actual intro or anything like that. But
She's
it's motherfucking
over right
Blue
now.
Pants, nigga.
She's over. The crowd loves her.
Sometimes simple counts.
Legit,
So-
the crowd loves her. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I love her too, just because of the crowd.
It's like
I don't
it's
even
like,
know
it's
why
like
I
the
love her,
internet.
but I
Like, you
fucking
see
love
something
her.
silly, but people love it.
It's weird. I don't know.
For
I love
me,
Blue Pants.
for me, I'm still in that salty pit where I'm mad this match wasn't Blake and Murphy versus Soft, because I think that they are the ones that should have gotten the push. I still just don't understand why. I don't know if either Enzo or Big Cass got injured or something. I don't know. All I know is they were in the tag title scene for a couple weeks and they just dipped. And the Vaudevillains came in and they just pushed the fuck out of them. And it's like, okay,
I mean,
I'm kind of happy
Vaudevillains
that
are good, though.
Blake and Murphy aren't tag champions anymore because their intro gives me a seizure. So I mean, I'm happy they're not tag champions anymore, but still, I really want Soft. Give them the title and then move them up to the main roster.
Can we get a
That
tag
was-
team revolution?
I can say I really like this match. I'm not a big fan of the character, the Vaudevillains. I think like there's something more they could do with them. But the wrestlers I like. They definitely do work their gimmick to the best of their ability, like the whole flexing thing in the ring. I'm just like, yeah. And I feel like now we can give spoilers. Actually, you guys shouldn't even be watching this if you don't want spoilers. So whatever. So the end, the Vaudevillains actually could walk away with the NXT tag team titles, and I think it's decent. I'm actually excited for it. I think that they're a good tag team. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do. Maybe they'll get like a black and white version of the belt. You only see that. I don't know. Whatever they can do.
I don't think they'll
but
go
I don't know.
that far.
You never know. Like all they could do is get a case for it or whatever.
The thing is, like, I agree with you though. Like, the gimmick is like I like the Vaudevillains. When I first saw them, like, on a regular NXT show when they first like popped up, I was like, who are these guys? And then like I started watching NXT week by week, and they're actually not bad as a tag team.
No, they're great.
Like, they're just like, what is this? Is this?
I just don't like the name,
what-
the Vaudevillains. Like, can you
They could've
See,
been-
that's no, because I feel like they were originally made to be heel, and the crowd ended up liking them. So real quick, all of a sudden they flipped, and now all of a sudden, Blake and Murphy are the bad guys because they cheat all the time. The Vaudevillains come through and they finally win. Because it doesn't make any sense for the fucking face characters to be called villains.
I mean, you can still be Vaudevillains. I don't know. I like it.
I like them, but can we change that gimmick? Blocks. That's it. If they change the gimmick, I
don't think you necessarily need to change it. I think it's one of those things where if they modernize the gimmick, and that's kind of hard to describe, but at the same time, like for example, like the entrance music. Like when the entrance music comes on, you hear like the old ragtime piano and everything, and you're like waiting for a drop to happen, and a drop never happens. So like you guys, I'm sure all you guys watching have seen those free music channels on YouTube, or whatever, and they have like those glitch hop remixes or those old ragtime remixes, and like they could just modernize it a little bit, and it would appeal to such a wider audience. Because just like you guys are saying, oh, we don't feel the gimmick, yada yada yada. I feel like they could improve upon what they have already. Because what I do like about the Vaudevillains is the fact that they have such a specific, almost cheesy gimmick, but it's working. Because like, look at Los Matadores.
Oh, they're lame.
That's a cheesy, specific ass gimmick, and it's lame as shit. But it's no different than what the Vaudevillains have. But it's working for them.
I feel like without El Torito, they would have been lame. Like they would not get what they had now. But in any case, you're right. Like the Vaudevillains, like it's just like a really plain, straight up. I mean, Vaudevillains, like there's no real creativity there. But I mean, the wrestlers, the people, they make it work. The crowd loves it. They love the entrance. So. I mean,
some modifications. I think now that they're tag champs, they can go and work on their character even more. I think they're more open with creative. So.
Oh yeah, you already know. I can't wait to see what they're gonna do. As a matter of fact, didn't they come on to, last night? God dang it!
I missed NXT last night.
Yeah, I missed it too. I was away. So I wanted to catch up on that.
Well, I mean, if they can modify their character just a little bit, and I mean, they're already over the crowd, so they just need to be a little bit more over. And I think they'd be a perfect tag team, and you can. Have them feud with the guys, Soft, because
one
Soft's
thing,
the best.
I would love to see Soft versus the Vaudevillains. I think that would be a really
they did though. They had
match.
#1 contenders.
No. I know they've done that before. But I would still like to see them in an actual rivalry when Alexa Bliss and Blake and Murphy aren't involved. Obviously, I think Blake and Murphy and Alexa Bliss are going to have a rematch. I don't think they're going to win the titles back. I really don't understand why Blake and Murphy won the titles to begin with. Maybe I wasn't paying attention to NXT at the time. I don't really see why or how the crowd ever liked them. They are, and this isn't like pun intended, they're white bread. They're just plain as they fucking get. And somehow they're tag champions. So, okay, whatever. If someone's watching and you were paying attention at that time, let me know in the comment section below. I don't really understand how they ever got the tag titles, so I'm happy that they're finally off of them. But
I'm not a big fan of them either.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of them at all. I don't like them. There's nothing.
They're just lame.
Really lame. That's a nicer way to say what I was gonna say. They're lame.
Just really lame.
Lame. They're really lame. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where the tag division NXT goes from here on out, because starting next week, they did announce at NXT Takeover that they're gonna have this Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Invitational tournament or whatever, and I think I don't know how many teams it is, but it's supposed to build every week up until I think the next NXT Takeover event, which is sometime in October.
With the final.
So it'll be interesting to see. And I was sitting there thinking when they first announced it, how they don't even have this many fucking tag teams, but they have that Justin Gable guy, that tag team. They have the Hype Squad, which is Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley.
Yeah.
They have PK just likes gyrating men on the screen. That's all.
No, I like Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder deserves
Mojo
more.
Rawley. He likes it. Yo, Mo, you didn't hear it. He was talking about throwing ones at Big E.
No, you don't understand. You saw SummerSlam, right, Mo? You saw when they won the belt and what Big E was doing. I'm telling you, his future endeavor is a Chip and Dale dancer. Nothing else is going to.
They got the Hype Squad. They have the Justin Gabriel. No, it's not Justin Gabriel. Is it Chad Gable or some shit with the black dude, Justin Jordan? It's those two. I think they're gonna bring the Ascension back down. Which, thank you. I don't know why.
Good. They went up to the main roster and did nothing.
Yeah, they really did nothing. I think they're gonna bring the Ascension back down. Then there's Soft. There's Blake and Murphy still. There's the Vaudevillains, and I think there's a couple other teams they're gonna go ahead and scoop up. So I don't know. I didn't really realize how many teams they actually had in NXT. Probably because NXT's only an hour each week, and you only get to showcase so many people. I know last night they had a big 8-man tag match. That's where I learned so many of the people that are actually a part of the NXT. I was like, holy shit, there's more tag teams than I thought. But it'll be interesting to see where the tag scene goes from here on out. There really is nobody on NXT that I would rather see them feud with than Soft, though. So,
you never know. Honestly, you never know. Like with NXT, because they have so much talent just randomly coming in and out. They could just pull some crazy tag team that just comes into the scene, and then it just becomes a crazy tag team division. You never know. NXT just a brand that collects people from other brands.
I want to hold on to that point that you just made, but we need to get a review of the match. So Mo, give us a rating of the tag match.
I think with the vaudeville, I think I don't really like Blake and Murphy, so I'm gonna give points off because they just the whole situation, or the feud is kind of lame. Vaudevillains, I like them. Wrestling was on point. I'm gonna say straight 3.
Speaking of that, I meant to mention this earlier. I want to see more from the big dude in the Vaudevillains, because I see the little dude. He makes a lot of good spots. They have the typical. Actually, no, I would say it's not so typical. They go back and forth sometimes. One guy will be down the ring. Because 9 times out of 10, like if you look at primetime players, Darren Young is the one that gets his ass handed to him. Then he finally gets the magical tag, and Titus O'Neil comes in and sweeps up. Sometimes the exact opposite for the Vaudevillains. The big dude will be getting his ass handed to him, and he tags in the little dude, and he comes in and does work. So I kind of want to see the big pale dude. I can't remember his fucking name. I want to see him go in and do more work and hit a few more spots in the ring. He does have a few good ones already. But for myself, Mo rated it. You said a 3 out of 5?
Mm-hmm.
I'd rate it the same. It was a good match. It wasn't anything super memorable. If anything, it's just one of those moments where you're just like, finally, the tag titles have changed. Oh my god.
I'm actually gonna give it a 3.5, just because I don't know, maybe I was watching the Vaudevillains a little bit more than you two were, but I mean I just love seeing it. I'm just like, you guys are good. I love seeing y'all, and I'm glad you have the belt. So because of the outcome, because it was a clean win, because it was a solid win, I don't know, I enjoyed it. So I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
I'm gonna get a 4 just for blue pants. Extra point just for blue pants.
The whole point, because of the color of her. What if they were green pants?
No, it's got to be blue pants, straight off the rack.
Straight off from
So
the
no,
rack.
I'm saying no. Like, would she have got a point if they were green pants, purple pants, rainbow pants? I don't know.
No, from the clearance rack.
I mean,
blue
if it's
pants. You
purple
don't see
pants,
green
it's a five,
green
fucking
pants on the
five, PK.
clearance rack. You see
I
blue
always
pants.
seen green pants.
Well,
because-
then you're just a special guy from a special world in PK Sparks. Just there you go.
He's from PK Planet, nigga.
Finally, someone understands.
Anyways, Mo brought the point of them bringing in random talent or new talent at any moment. And this next match is the personification of that. Big words, nigga. Look them up. We have Ty Dillinger, Mr. 10 out of 10,
I hate him. He's garbage.
going up against the highly promoted, very skeptical Apollo Crews. And I want you to know, I have not seen anybody promoted the way Apollo Crews was and actually be worth it since MVP. Almost a decade ago. Let me know if all you remember, and I know Mo doesn't remember this. Let me know if all you remember when MVP, when it was Teddy Long, and he was there sitting on the phone talking to him, and they were saying MVP is SmackDown's highest paid talent ever, and he was at the contract signing, and they just fucking hyped MVP up left and right. And I was sitting there seeing Apollo Crews, 'cause, you know, they hype people all the time from time to time, talking about so-and-so's coming, they just end up being lames. And they showed Apollo Crews. I want you to know, from the moment this nigga's music hit, which, by the way, his entrance theme is fucking bananas. God damn, it's fucking bananas. He got in the ring. He's like a mini Bobby Lashley.
Yep.
He's a pocket-sized Bobby Lashley.
Yep.
This nigga, I want you to know, my hopes were not that high to begin with, but he jumped and backflipped over top of them.
He did that moonsault.
Yeah,
He moonsaulted over my hopes, and my jaw hit the goddamn ground. My God,
I liked him. I
Crews.
didn't know who he was. I just saw like a big black dude with a good smile. I'm like, okay, we've seen this before. You got Ezekiel Jackson, you got Bobby Lashley. Seen this before, but this man worked in the ring. Like, he went all out. I don't know if he was really trying to impress somebody, if he was just doing him. But yo, I saw him just like, yo, this dude is everything I need in life. Can I please like throw some $2 bills at you? I will give you $2 bills. Man.
$2 bills.
He was saying, I don't think it was him trying to impress anybody, because he was saying the biggest thing about his promotion is that he wants to bring his own style to NXT, and he has this like powerhouse high flyer style type of thing. All I'm saying is he picked that nigga up in a fucking gorilla press above his head and dropped him behind him, and then without hesitation did a fucking standing moonsault and landed on his ass. That's what got Seth Rollins to do that running moonsault at SummerSlam the next night. He couldn't be shown up by this cotton picking nigga right here. That's why he couldn't be shown up. I'm the WWE champion. I won't be showed up. And he had to do his own little fucking moonsault. I'm sorry, Apollo Crews, 100% impressed. I cannot wait to see what it has. I don't even have anything to say about the match. I'm sorry. I have nothing to say about the match. The moonsault shut me up. I'm a fan. I'm on board. Someone please give me an HQ version of his intro music.
Yo, man, let's go Google that real quick.
It's not up.
God dang it.
I already did it. Dang.
I mean, Ty Dillinger is absolute ass.
Oh, he's
I
a
don't know
perfect
who
10.
he is.
I don't think he's absolute ass. I think he's from the is he from the Performance Center or Tough It Up or some shit like that? I don't remember. He's supposed to like rate niggas and he's a perfect 10 or some shit like that. But I
don't know. He's stupid. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 for Mr. Apollo Crews.
I I was about to say the exact same goddamn thing. 5 out of 5 just for Apollo Crews.
Like,
You
he
want to talk
really
about?
showed, I'm like, whoa, hold up.
You want to talk about an impressive debut? Whew! I don't know what to say. Mo, give us a rating.
I'm gonna say, the debut was really nice. Was that a debut match? That was a debut match, right?
That was his
debut.
debut match. Yes.
Well, the debut match, I'm gonna say, you know what? Honestly, 3.5.
What the heck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
Try again.
What?
Nothing
No.
less than at least a 4.5 is acceptable.
At
Why?
least a 4.
Did you
Mo.
not see him?
Do we need to stop and watch the match again?
I'll do it. I will pull it up in an instant. I had that thing
I'm just saying,
bookmarked.
I'm comparing
Listen.
it to the other. I'm doing that lame teacher thing where I'm comparing it to the whole pay-per-view as a whole. And
Oh,
No, we rate every
Listen,
single match
listen,
by
Mo,
itself
check
and
it
then
out,
get
check
an
it out.
average.
oh my
check it
god.
out.
Okay,
His
fine.
in-ring
If I'm being
ability-
peer pressured. My opinion
his
doesn't matter.
in-ring ability. His in-ring ability gets it a 3 out of 5. His entrance music gets it other 2 points. If he had on purple tights, he'd have an extra point and he'd get a 6 out of 5, nigga. Okay? So don't be hating on Apollo Crews because he's black.
It's not that serious.
I don't hate on it. I'm just fine. I'll give it a 4. You know what? I'll give it a 4. Will you take the 4? Will you take the 4?
I mean,
I'll
I'm just
take
messing
the
with you.
4, nigga.
I'm just messing with you.
I'm just saying. It's just in comparison to all the other things. I mean, like it's a good match.
It's a good match.
I don't know.
I will say this. The only downside about the match is that it was a carbon copy debut match. It was a match that was made to make Apollo Crews look good, which it achieved that. You
It
know,
was a
as an
short
actual
match,
wrestling
too.
match,
I
as an
felt.
actual wrestling match itself, it wasn't anything amazing. You know, it was obviously just send Ty Dillinger out there so Apollo Crews can hit his couple fucking spots and have an impressive debut, come back to the locker room. So that was the only downside I would see. But still, I would give it either a 4, 4.5, or a 5 out of 5. Just it was an overall good debut. Period. I enjoyed it.
It's all right. I liked it.
Being a fucking hater.
I didn't. I gave it more over the VOD villains. Jesus.
Okay, hey.
You saying that as the Raw villains are bad?
No, I'm saying that I really like the VOD villains, and I like it just
Like
a tiny
that?
bit more.
That's the measure. Well, did I rate it more than the Raw villains? No. All right, there you go. That's how
you know what?
it sucks.
Just opinion.
I don't care. This is
Everyone's
the
got 'em,
internet. If it's not my opinion, then it's wrong.
All right. So what if I come over to your place right now? Is that the internet still?
Yes.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
What if I took you out of your house?
Whoa. Like, you gonna throw some worms at me?
I thought this was a hypothetical situation. Calm down. I'm taking niggas out of the house now. I worked too hard for this shit.
This man's about to down throw and down smash me. Let me stop.
Anyways, the next match on the card tonight, another actually impressive match. I was actually kind of shocked. And you know what? Actually, one thing I really liked about this was the storyline behind it. We have Samoa Joe going 1v1 against Baron Corbin. Now, everyone loves Joe. Joe's gonna kill you. Everybody loves Samoa Joe. He's the shit. And they fixed his entrance music too. So hats off to fucking.
Am I the only
WWE
one that
music.
still doesn't like his new one? Like, it's like
It's meh. It's not good. It's not bad.
when he came out,
It's-
he's like trying to bounce to the beat. And I'm
Well,
like,
no.
Joe, stop.
Don't let him ruin it. I'm just saying, in comparison to his old one,
Yeah, it's better than that
it's so much better. I'm gonna say, out of all the people that are on the come up in NXT, I like Baron Corbin. I think he needs a lot of work, first off. But I think if they continue to push him, because he just has like a really young face. You know what I mean? Like, he looks like a fucking 19, 20-year-old. And you're just like, well, hold on a second. Nigga, I'm supposed to take you serious for the world title? Calm down now. You know, I could see Baron Corbin, if they push him right, I could see him being a really, really good main event type heel. And I really like this rivalry between Samoa Joe and Baron Corbin, because Samoa Joe can cut a fucking promo like it's no one's business. So for him to get hyped and to come in as like this semi-veteran type of thing and try and put this new lone wolf, this new dog in his place, and Baron Corbin, Baron Corbin, he has such a fucking like rebel vibe to him. Like even someone as serious as Samoa Joe, he doesn't give a shit about. And like I don't know what it was. The story behind this rivalry, how they built it up. Like, if you watch the fucking package before the actual
The
match,
package is godlike.
it's so good. Like, that is what we need in WWE today. That's how you build hype for a singles match. Not
I
even
don't
anything
understand why
crazy, just a
NXT does it
singles
so
match.
much better. I really don't.
What?
Just does it better. Everything.
What, NXT?
Yeah.
Yeah.
NXT is amazing.
I would say the match as a whole, I wish it was a little bit longer. That's the only complaint I have about Samoa Joe's matches in NXT so far, is that a lot of the matches really end up being like 6, 7, 8 minutes long. Like, he might have had one extra match that was a few minutes longer here and there, but still, I want to see Joe actually get in the ring and put on a decent, well, I don't want to say it because that makes it sound like he hasn't put on a decent match, but I'm saying, like, I want to see him get in the ring and do some of the shit he did in TNA. I'm gonna flat out say it. Do some of the shit he did in TNA. When Joe wrestled Kurt Angle, that was fucking godlike. That was some of the best fucking wrestling I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Now, I understand I can't compare Baron Corbin to Kurt Angle, but at the same time, I think that Baron Corbin, Samoa Joe, if they continue this rivalry, which I honestly don't see them doing, because again, spoiler alert for you guys who didn't know, Joe made Baron Corbin tap out for the victory.
Yeah, that's a pretty definitive way to end the rivalry.
That's what I'm saying. Unless Baron Corbin wants to continue that rebel streak and say, you know, the win was a fluke, yada, 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 and want to keep going for it, that's the only way I can see them keep going. But still, I actually really like this rivalry of Baron Corbin versus Samoa Joe. I feel like it's an amped up version of Baron Corbin versus Rhino. Had they had a couple months back?
I didn't really like that rivalry. I felt like that was better than, I mean, that was both of them deserved it more. Like Samoa Joe going up against Corbin, like that was just something special. Like you were saying, like the way they presented the actual match, it had so much meat to it. Like it legit did. I'm just like, dang, like I didn't know we got this serious between these two, but holy crap, I am invested. Like I missed all that. Listen to this. Like Nappy said, this is how you build up hype for a singles match. How do you miss NXT for like the past 3 to 4 weeks? They show one promo, a 3-minute, 4-minute package, and you're just like, I can't wait to see how this ends. Like that right there just had me caught up. And like you said, the match was solid. The match was solid. I wish it didn't end in a submission, but it was still a solid match. I loved it.
I was surprised because for the most part, anything that Samoa Joe's in is usually a squash match, and they just was like, oh my god, let's just make this look real good. And either Samoa Joe made Baron Corbin real good, or they finally said, hey Baron Corbin, show him what you got. And honestly, I didn't like Baron Corbin before, but after that match, I was like, wow, he is actually really good.
Some liposuction or some shit, because that little frowny face he got on his stomach, he needs to get that fixed up. Come on now, he's in the ring jumping around and shit, and his face is just making all these frowny faces to me. I'm like, calm down, nigga, calm down.
Hey man,
PK wouldn't throw ones at that.
I really wouldn't.
You know, downrate the match because of that.
I'll see that real quick.
No, I thought it was a decent match. Honestly, I feel like I was hype match. I was going crazy for Apollo Crews. His match, honestly, for me was like a 3 out of 5. This match is a solid, and I feel comfortable saying this, 4 out of 5.
I'll agree.
Same.
I'd say a 4 because it was really good. It was really good wrestling, really good package, really good feud. It was honestly really interesting. I liked it.
I just wish there was more to it. You know, like for example, the Rollins Cena match at SummerSlam. Aside from the ending, it was a really good fucking match. And like that's what I want to see Samoa Joe do. Yo, could you imagine Samoa Joe versus John Cena?
In due time. Yo,
because you know Samoa Joe was the John Cena of TNA.
Yeah.
For the longest time. So they need to fucking get him on the main roster. We need Samoa Joe.
But the only thing that's going to
John
happen, and
Cena.
you know this won't happen, WWE has to get behind Samoa Joe like they started to do with Owens, like TNA did with Joe, especially when he was like red hot, like his first 3 to 5 years. That when they were behind him, they have to do that with Owens. Build him up to be like, holy crap, he really is a threat to Cena's like history.
You know what, the only way I could see that happening is if Joe is the heel. That's the only way, because I cannot see any sort of storyline where John Cena plays the heel in that situation.
Let's do it. I can believe. Was it Joe is a heel more than
and
Owens?
a face, dude.
No, I feel like it's gonna be one of those things where I feel like the only way they could really parallel it is the exact same way they did for Baron Corbin, where he was. Well, no, I wouldn't even say that. I would say kind of like Big Show and Ryback. How you think you're the big guy? I'm the big guy. And then Joe is like, never give up? Let me show you what never give up really means. And you know, Joe and Cena go head to fucking head. That would be a good ass match.
Yo, the best thing is if Joe is the first one to make Cena lose a 10 count match or an I Quit match, something like that. That would be hype. Like just
I don't
just
think
have
they'll
Joe.
make that happen for Cena.
Just have Joe come at his entire thing. He doesn't have to like not even say like, you know, your entire philosophy is lame, but let me show you that I do it better.
Exactly. That's the only way. That's the only way you could bill it without squashing Joe or turning him 100% heel. Which honestly, I don't think you could, because I feel like even if you put them in a match against each other, the fans are going to cheer for Joe.
Of course.
Just because it's Samoa Joe and just because it's John Cena.
Not to mention how many times as WWE we got to say, Joe's gonna kill you.
I'm just saying.
No DQ match, Samoa Joe versus John Cena. That
John Cena's about to look as bad as he was when on that I Quit match with JBL. He's going to be real bloody.
I don't think so. Not in today's WWE.
Nah. Samoa Joe get fined the hell out and suspended.
Basically. So, we gave it a solid 4 out of 5 for that match. It was a decent match leading up to not one, but 2 main events on the card tonight. The first main event, and it's very, very surprising to me, and it's starting to become a very popular trend,
I'm fine with it.
that divas are starting to main event cards. And there are a lot of people saying that because of the divas matches that are happening, like the one we're about to talk about, some people are seeing that divas might be main eventing WrestleMania over the next couple years, which is a very big step to take, I think. I think it's a very, very big, what's the word I'm thinking of? Bold? I don't know. It's a very big claim to make, but if we keep seeing diva matches like the first main event tonight, I can see it definitely happening. The first main event at NXT Takeover was Sasha Banks defending her NXT Women's Championship against the number 1 contender, Bayley.
Can I speak? I just have one thing I want to say. Please? I promise she was good.
Go ahead.
You guys know that in the past NXT pay-per-views reviews I've been a part of, there was one person in this match I wasn't a big fan of. That has changed. I am a fan of Bayley.
See, PK has seen the light.
I like her. She is definitely evolved. I don't know if it's just a character change, like this whole trying to prove herself thing. I didn't get the whole hugger thing at first. I still don't really agree with it. It's not something I didn't really like. I know it's like her thing, but I was just like,
it's just a cheesy gimmick that works.
But Bayley, the character Bayley, the wrestler, I like her. I like her on the mic. I like her in the ring. I like her. She has grown on me. I'm a hugger. I'm gonna tweet that out right now.
I'm a hugger.
I'm a hugger.
I'm a hugger. I thoroughly enjoyed the match. A lot of people are saying that it's going to be match of the year, and I can see it as being one of the contenders for it. I don't know, the year's not over yet. I think we might have a few other matches that might go up against that, but still, women's match of the year, absolutely 100%. I have not seen so many spots pulled off in a match, and I have not seen 2 female competitors go in a ring and literally put it all in the fucking ring. Put it all on the mat for a fucking wrestling match. You had Sasha Banks, who tries her hardest to be heel, but the crowd just fucking loves her. Like, literally, you had people chanting Sasha and Bayley back and forth. The crowd was split down the middle. Sasha's supposed to be the heel, telling Bayley that she needs to grow up and she'll never be anything. She'll be pathetic her entire life. Sasha Banks hit that fucking double knees off the top rope, straight down to the mat. Bayley went. It was insane. All the way up to the point where Sasha took the fucking bandages off of Bayley's hands, slid her hand between the steps, and crushed that shit real quick. Bayley wrestled with a fucking busted up hand, got back in the ring. What was that crazy ass Super Hurricanrana shit that she did where Sasha Banks landed face first on the mat and Bayley without hesitation picked her up and hit that Bayley to belly like, bam, nigga. God damn. It was too hype. And then Bayley got put in the bank statement and she reversed it. Like, what?
She did reverse. How do you reverse the champ's own submission?
So crazy when I saw that. I was just sitting there like, holy shit, she just reversed the bank statement.
Like, it's crazy when they take their own selves and just put push it. That's all it was. Is they took what they normally do and said, let me show you just a little bit more we can do. And like Nappy said, that whole somersault, moonsault, flipping, throwing, literally throwing her by Bayley's legs, throwing Sasha Banks across the ring. Holy crap! I popped. I literally jumped out my chair. I'm like, God dang, you go. I'm a hugger. I'm gonna hug you after you win this belt. You go, girl. Hey. Legit, I just couldn't believe it. Like, this is something that you don't see the men do more often in the main roster. Definitely not the divas on the main roster. No, the NXT women they literally just need to swap rosters. Take everybody, all the NXT women, put them back on the main roster, call them women, send the divas down to NXT to let them learn a little something, to practice, revamp their characters, however, whatever, whenever. Just do it. I'm just saying. Let's not take Alicia Fox and Tamina.
Stop! I want a match between Alicia Fox and Tamina so I can see just how bad it'll get. Goddamn.
Are we gonna put this on SummerSlam as well?
Yes, main event that shit.
Oh my god.
You know what? It'd be better than Rollins and Cena just because of the ending.
Oh god. Anyways, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was honestly, I would say the only other match that would rival in comparison to it was, I think it was 1 or 2 NXT takeovers ago when they had the Fatal 4-Way for the Women's Championship where Sasha Banks won the first time, or did she? I don't remember if she defended on that one, but that was one hell of a match when it was Becky Lynch versus Charlotte versus Sasha Banks versus Bayley. That was a crazy ass match. They all hit crazy spots in that one as well. This match, you took 2 of them out of the fucking situation altogether, and the match was still just as good, if not better. And that's a testament to both of them and their in-ring abilities. And I'm speechless, to be 100% honest. That match, easily 5 out of 5.
Yep.
No, I can't deny that. Everything was perfect. No botches, nothing. Awesome.
If you have not seen that match, I'm telling you guys, you have to go back and watch it.
You can get your free trial right now at WWE.
Stop. Match of the night easily. I do want to say though, Trish Stratus tweeted this out and it made me think. There's another, actually, I guess I'll call her diva because she's on the main roster, that I'm a fan of, Natalya. I think she's good, but what the heck is she in this whole Divas Revolution thing?
She's just having her time with Tyson
supporting
Kidd.
her husband, Tyson Kidd, who got his neck busted up from Samoa Joe's muscle buster.
I get it, busted. I see what you did there.
He busted them muscles. She's supporting her husband, and she's making it do what it do. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of scared for this Diva Revolution. We spoke about this before, but I feel like some of these NXT Divas are going to get squashed and shit on. So we just have to hope and pray that doesn't exactly happen.
I feel like that's what's going to happen with Team Bad.
Team Bad is going to get squashed?
I don't think so. No, I think Natalya and Tamina might, but Sasha Banks, she's, like I said in the SummerSlam review, she's above Team Bad. The crowd loves her too much. Too much. The only way she will get squashed is if WWE intentionally does that to her. But if you just leave her on her own, she will outshine the rest of Team Bad, and I guarantee you she'll be Divas champion.
She already has. She's the only person on their team who has a win, and she made the Divas champ tap out.
Yep. And she has a hype-ass theme, too.
She does. She comes out. She got the style. She got the swag. She do that little hip swing thing.
The security guards game with her, though. She got escorted into the ring in a fucking whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Like, she's a baller.
She's amazing. She's my favorite.
She's the boss.
She's my
she's
favorite
not a baller.
wrestler. Well, favorite Divas
the
wrestler.
Boss.
Like, she just outshined. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Naomi, but I feel like she, like, this whole new extra heel. Yo, can I just say this though? Why is it all the black divas in WWE? They have this whole attitude problem. Why is that their thing? Why is that the character they choose?
Hit up creative, PK.
Most black women have an attitude problem.
Let's not be stereotypical.
I'm just being stereotypical. If you're a black woman watching, don't come throw that attitude my way, okay? It's just a joke. I'm just messing with you.
But legit, like, I just don't like it. Like, there's definitely more to them than they're doing. They're giving this whole attitude. Like, come on, let them do something else. They don't all have to be snarky. Like how, what is Naomi's part, Cameron? She kept doing that whole bye Felicia thing. That's the internet. That's not you. Bye, girl. Bye, girl. That's so, I hate that. I'm telling you, when people tell me bye, boy, I just want to smack you. Don't you? I hate that stuff. I hate it. I just, no.
So where do we see the NXT Divas division going from here? That's the real question. Because at the end of the match, the quote-unquote four horsewomen of NXT came out, and they broke kayfabe and everything else. And Sasha came across the ring and hugged Bayley and everything because it was like the passing of the torch. Which is kind of ironic because all of them held the title except for Becky Lynch. So I don't know why she was in the ring. But still, I mean, it was true. They were like the 4 biggest divas in NXT.
And they're all up on the main roster except for
all
Bayley.
of them except for Bayley. Obviously, I think she missed that wave because she had a broken hand. Which is
of course, without a doubt.
But now they're all up on the main roster, and now Bayley is top diva in NXT.
Women.
So what is the next challenge for a divas for the women's champion in NXT?
They're trying to bring up that Emma chick.
Only other one I can think of, she had that rivalry with Emma and the muscle chick, the model. There's Carmella.
They're trying to do Eva Marie.
Alexa
They're
Bliss.
trying to package her up.
There's nobody. They have Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Blue Pants, Carmella, Dana Brooke.
Blue Pants is not officially part of the roster. She's like Hornswoggle.
Okay.
Really?
Well,
That's disappointing.
They have Emma and Eva Marie.
Yeah.
So it's either going to be Emma or Eva Marie. I hope it's not Eva.
I feel like it's going to be. I can't remember her name. Is it Dawn? No, Dawn Marie's old school.
Dana Brooke.
Dana Brooke. That's what it is. I'm going to start with the D. I feel like Dana Brooke's who they're going to push next. Because Emma is like a fucking whiteboard. Like, she has no emotion when she's in the ring. She can't cut a promo. I don't like her at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if anything, I can see Dana Brooke because she's like a mini Beth Phoenix. You know, she's got a little bit of muscle behind her. I can see her trying to put up a decent rivalry with Bayley, and I think it'll be interesting to see them go back and forth. That's the only real competition I can see because I don't think Eva Marie, especially with all this training promos they've been cutting, I just don't see Eva Marie being up next.
She's lame.
She really is. Right, sorry Eva, but
like, you're pretty and all, but nah, fuck you.
That's debatable.
It really is debatable.
Damn, y'all niggas just destroyed divas.
I just really don't like Eva Marie. She's just lame. She really
is.
lame.
I feel nothing for her.
Well,
I know she's trying, but I mean, like, if you want to go back to college and get like a degree in like phlebotomy,
What the hell is that?
it's like taking blood.
Why? Like, that's so specific.
All right.
No.
I feel like PK just learned what that word means, and he's just inserting it into every conversation he can.
Wow.
Just to be like, yo, I know what phlebotomy means, nigga. Watch me say this word and then ask me what it means. Wait for it.
Wow.
Oh, it's like taking blood. Watch me. Anyway, we all rated it 5 out of 5, and then the final match on the card, the main event. Something that we all been waiting for. And it did have a downside to it, and I'll speak about that in a second. But we have Kevin Owens getting his rematch against the NXT champion Finn Balor in a requested ladder match.
Requested by Kevin Owens.
That's what I said. Kevin Owens requested a ladder match against Finn Balor. I thought it was very interesting.
I thought it was an okay match.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. For a main event, I would say it was entertaining. It wasn't a bad match at all. They definitely did hit quite a few spots. Some stuff that I would not expect to see in WWE nowadays, like when Kevin Owens laid that ladder across the turnbuckle onto the ladder in the middle of the ring, and everyone thought he was going to superplex Finn Balor through it, but instead he fell, and that nigga bounced. I don't care what you say. His head bounced off that fucking ladder. I was like, damn.
Yo, my favorite part was when Finn Balor was on the outside on his skirt, and he put the ladder against him, ran up, making everybody think he's gonna run up the ladder and do something to Finn Balor. He just walks on the sides, looks at the crowd, and just like punches him in the head. I'm like, you troll.
No, the best fucking part was after Kevin Owens came out, and it was Finn Balor's entrance, and Finn Balor was done. The lights came back up. Kevin Owens was sitting in the corner
lounging. Yo, my entire Twitter filled with Lounge Owens Lounge.
Oh my god, that shit was too good. The look on his face, he could not be bothered to be there. He's like, nigga, really? Get the fuck up off the ground. Stop raising your hands when the lights coming on. Get in the ring and wrestle. The other spot that I really, really enjoyed, and we knew it was going to happen at one point or another. I'm a little disappointed in the execution, to be honest, because it was kind of anticlimactic, I guess. But the pop-up power bomb
on the
off
apron.
The ladder. Well, yeah, he did on the apron. I was talking about off the ladder.
Oh,
when he was pulling on Finn Balor's legs, and all of a sudden, oh, I jump, oh, caught, bam, on the mat.
Yeah.
It's like, Really? Like, I would rather have seen, like, Finn Balor go for some, like, Shelton Benjamin shit. Where, like, you have the ladder lined up, and he goes and jumps off the top, and Kevin Owens all of a sudden reacts off the ground and picks him up and just, boom, slams him right down. That would
Yo, why does that sound... Man, I wouldn't be no more good after that one.
Because you know exactly what I'm talking about. See, PK, I don't know if Mo's seen it or not, but I know PK has seen the crazy shit Shelton Benjamin used to do in ladder matches where he'd have
Oh yeah,
the
of course. Shelton Benjamin was like phenomenal ladders.
and he would run up the ladder and jump off the top, like, yo. That
So
would be
while
sick
he's in the
as
air,
fuck.
he gets caught with the pop. Wow.
Yo, like, could you imagine like Finn Balor lining Kevin Owens up for coup d'etat, and he's like running up the ladder and he goes to jump, and all of a sudden Kevin Owens stands up, catches him, and slams him in the mat. That would have been hype as shit.
I hate that. Like, I was saying that the other day. I am not going to let some man jump like 8-10 feet in the air and come down with both his feet onto my abdomen. Whether it's my chest, whether it's my gut. No, you're not doing that to me. I'm not taking that. No. Like, I see you doing that. I am rolling. I am running. I am throwing ones at your face to blind you. I don't know. But you're not doing that to me.
If you're knocked out, PK, you're knocked down. You can't control that.
I mean, if that's the case, then yeah.
You're going to get
better
stepped
take
on no
those
matter
feet.
what you do.
But let's be real. It's WWE. We know it's
The
not,
guts are gonna
so.
come out of your mouth.
I was... What?
What?
I was just saying your guts will come out of your mouth after that, because the feet.
Mo.
Your guts are coming out your mouth like it's a squishy toy or some shit. The other good hot spot on the match, of course, we were talking about the coup d'etat, was the final when Finn Balor had the chance to go for the title, and he was like, "Oh no!" And he did the coup d'etat off the top of the ladder onto Kevin Owens laying on the ground. That was hype as shit, because most of the time when people do those off the top rope finishes off the top of the ladder, they're kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? They kind of rein it back a bit or whatever. But Finn Balor didn't. He brought his knees right up to his fucking chest and slammed on top of Owens, and I was like, God damn.
Yo, you know what I was thinking
dead.
about? Does anybody else feel like Finn Balor could potentially be like a new version of Jeff Hardy?
I feel like he's a little too grounded for that. His style, because really the only thing you ever see him do off the top rope is his finisher.
I mean, that's true.
You know, like he's kind of quick in ring. He has the same, like, I don't want to say Jeff Hardy was demonic, but he kind of sort of had like that death metal rocker type feel to him. I don't know, that might be a little too aggressive for Jeff Hardy, but I mean, they kind of sort of have similar styles. I would like to see more aerial maneuvers from Finn Balor, because he does have the vertical leap for it. He does have the finisher off the top rope and everything. You know, I would like to see something else from him with it, but I'm just happy that he's getting the push that he is right now. And he's NXT motherfucking champion. The only downside that I was referenced before was with both main events, we knew how they were going to turn out. Because both Sasha Banks and Kevin Owens are being called up to the main roster, so they can't be involved in the title scene anymore in NXT. Which sucks, but...
Yeah, predictability you can't really help, but I mean, I'm glad Sasha Banks and Owens are up on the main roster.
And stop burying Owens, for God's sakes.
He should have won. We talked about it last time.
We had a whole conversation. Well, you missed out on it. You missed out on it. And like I said, I'm happy they're gone. We mentioned this a little bit earlier with Samoa Joe and Baron Corbin. Where can we see the NXT title scene going from here?
Who's next for Balor?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's just Samoa Joe, Baron Corbin, Tyler Breeze, Hideo Itami when he comes back, Sami Zayn when he comes back. But both of them are going to be out throughout the rest of the year, so
Throw in some new
who's
talent.
immediate that he can...
I mean, they could have Joe come up.
You really
I
think
mean,
they're gonna
Joe
push
just
Joe?
submitted the hell out of Baron Corbin. He's looking like a straight savage right now.
Joe always looks like a straight savage. No.
Or you know, they could just get that guy, the guy from ECW, that guy. What's that guy? The guy that brings people over. The guy, him. What's his name?
That's not specific at all.
His name, the guy with the, he's a hippo?
The guy with the thing,
The hippo?
yes.
Hippo dude? I don't know.
Rhino.
Why did I say hippo? Rhino. There we go.
Oh my God, man.
You said the guy from ECW.
I have no clue. I thought he was from ECW. Is he from ECW?
He wasn't ECW before, yeah. I mean, that's okay. You're good. Good job. Look at Mo and his wrestling history. Good shit, Mo. Good shit. Hand clap for you. But yeah, I agree. Rhino would not be bad, but Rhino, we all know Rhino's in. fucking ECW. Rhino is in NXT because he likes the schedule. And I don't see them putting him in the title picture or giving him the belt. I mean, unless
they could just use that for filler, you know, filler title contender stuff. Just be like,
I mean, didn't Rhino and Balor go at it a couple weeks back though?
Yeah, they haven't used them since.
Wouldn't be bad. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I don't know. I could see a Balor Corbin rivalry, to be honest, because I feel like Balor would be viewed as like the underdog, even though he's champion. He could be viewed as the underdog, and like Baron Corbin could just go buck fucking wild on him and win the title, and that would push Baron Corbin and bring his name up in the ranks, and they would go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I wouldn't mind seeing that. That sounds like
I mean, NXT creative is really lenient, and they always come up with good shit, so I can see that.
Oh, except for the fact that Soft isn't tag champions right now. But,
well,
you know, besides
that, NXT creative's pretty good.
Yeah. So, what would we rank the main event?
I'll give it a 4.
Honestly, why a 4?
I mean, I don't think it was a bad match. I still thought it was pretty exciting, and that both of them showed off well. I mean, like you said, we know that we knew the outcome. We knew the outcome. It wasn't anything phenomenal that we haven't seen before, like when Bayley and Sasha Banks just threw everything out there. Like, it wasn't none of that. As a matter of fact, I feel like it was even shorter than a Divas match or women's match. I gotta stop saying that. I feel like it was even shorter than the women's match. Like, I still enjoyed it, but not as much as I did Sasha Banks and Bayley. So I'm gonna give it a 4 for that.
I'm gonna give it a 4.5. Just because.
I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm kind of split. It was a really, really good match. If it wasn't as predictable as it was, and if they had made 1 or 2 other spots, I would give it a full-fledged 5. But because of the fact we knew Kevin Owens wasn't gonna win, that kind of sort of takes away a little bit of the thrill of the match. Because, in my opinion, what I've seen Kevin Owens when he wrestles, you can kind of sort of tell when he's going to lose, because Kevin Owens is such an aggressive, like, savage in the ring, that it's kind of one of those situations where it's like, Kevin, you're still laying on the ground. Kevin, you're still laying on the ground. Like, I know you're too sarcastic to actually buy into this shit. Oh, he's gonna lose. Okay. And it was just one of those matches where it's just like, come on now. So I don't know.
I really liked the match, although yeah, it was really predictable, kind of meh. But I still liked it. Really liked it.
Well, there it is. There you have it. So as a whole, how are we gonna rank NXT Takeover Brooklyn?
I'm gonna give it a straight 4. Honestly, 4.5. It was a fantastic pay-per-view.
Better than SummerSlam.
It's better than a lot of pay-per-views this year. Honestly, probably top 3.
Like, I actually sat down and watched it again. I don't care about SummerSlam. I enjoyed NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. That was just hype.
It was a 2-hour-long special. 2.5 hour. Actually, they said, I remember, was it Brian Saxon or something like that? He was just saying it was supposed to be 2 hours long, but they made it 20 minutes longer. Just cause.
Yeah, it was just like, normally we'd be off right after the pay-per-view, but we're on our network, so we're keeping this going. I'm like, hey, you do the wrong thing.
See, it's worth it, $9.99 a month right there.
Hey.
Anyways, you guys, with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this review. Again, I apologize for it being late, but being out of town and linking up schedules is a little bit sometimes. So next pay-per-view review we should have for you guys should actually come on my birthday. September 20th is my birthday, and it's also Night of Champions. One match has been confirmed already for it. Sting versus Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Why?
Has been confirmed. That's a whole nother video. That's a whole nother topic, a whole nother subject we can get into. But we will see you guys then, and following that, in October, there's another NXT TakeOver and Hell in a Cell, which we should actually have a live review for that one. Ooh. Because if you guys did not know, me, PK, and Twit, who hasn't been on past couple of the reviews, are actually going to be attending Hell in a Cell at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Ooh. So we should have a live review for you guys then. But until next time, if you guys did enjoy it, definitely make sure you smash the like button down below for us, and make sure you check out PK and Mo's channels and Twitters, both of which are linked in the description. But it's time for us to say goodbye. Do you gentlemen have any other parting words to add?
I'm gonna miss Sasha Banks in NXT. Go Bayley, go. I'm a hug.
Praise John Cena, praise John Cena.
What the?
Mo, do you think John Cena should go back down to NXT?
No, John. Honestly, I think John Cena
Send
should
it
just
to
hold
the
the
better
NXT
show.
title, the tag title. He should be both the tag titles. He should be just a one-man tag team. He should be a U.S. champ, IC champ. He should be a Divas champ too. Fuck it. John Cena should have all the titles. He's the best. He's God.
He should have had all.
Praise John Cena. Praise John Cena.
Anyways. With that, we're gonna get out of
To
here.
hell with Jon
Thank you
Stewart.
all
That's
once
my
again
closing
for your
words.
support, and thank you for checking out the video. You know me, it's I'm gonna get to. I'm out this bitch.
Jon
Bye.
Stewart sucks.